Good morning, and thank you for coming to this update of the investigation into the homicide that took place on August 29th of this year in Atlantic Beach. I'm Chief Jeff Harvey, and I'll give you a brief synopsis and release some information today that we've been working on. On the morning of August 29th of this year, a breach of safety and security grievously perpetrated by the subjects left a family without a father, a husband, a loved one, and a community without a friend. Since that morning, the Atlantic Beach Police Department, along with the State Bureau of Investigations, have worked diligently to bring those responsible for this death of Randy Miller to justice. Video evidence collected from the day of the incident has been evaluated by the SBI, and after many man-hours, we are now confident that the vehicle used by the suspects is a four-door, silver in color Infiniti. We'll have a picture up here on the screen in just a second. We have also sent all physical evidence from the scene, from the victim, and from a vehicle break-in in the area to the State Bureau of Investigations Forensics Lab for analysis. We're confident that with the leads that are currently working and the use of forensic testing, that we'll be able to bring this case to justice. But we also must rely on our community for assistance. Information from those who have knowledge of this incident pertaining to this case, we'd like to encourage you to find the strength and the moral fortitude to come forward and share that information with us. The friends and family of Randy Miller are offering a reward of information that leads to the arrest and conviction of those suspects involved in this case. A reward of $30,000 has been raised and is being offered again for the information that leads to an arrest and a conviction of those responsible for Randy's death. If you have any information whatsoever, it's vital to this investigation that you share it with us. If you have information, please call the Crime Stoppers at 252-726-INFO. Again, it's 252-726-4636. Thank you. And I'd like to ask Mr. John McAlpin, the representative of the family, to come up and share a few words.
Good morning. I'm John McAlpin. This is Sue Miller, Randy's wife, and Rick Cipher, Randy's best friends since many, many years ago, growing up together in Pennsylvania. Randy Miller, he was my best friend. He absolutely loved fishing. His passion in life was going fishing. He has a boat over here in Emerald Isle, and he looked forward every year to going fishing at the Neuse River and catch the big reds. That was his lifelong dream and bucket list. And as you can see, he did do that the last couple of years. But this is what he looked forward to the entire year, coming out to the Neuse and going fishing with his friends and catching the big reds. He was so excited that morning that he woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We agreed to get up at 5 o'clock. He was up and ready at 4, where he had coffee and was waiting. I got up at 5 and came down, and everyone was, all set to go. Let's go. So at 5:30, we headed down to the boat. We were going to load the boat on my driveway. I had to put contacts in, so I stopped on the way down. Randy went out the door, and he met this coward that took his life that morning. He just walked out of the garage trying to load the boat up, and the coward stabbed him. Luckily, my neighbors next door heard Randy and screaming and came out and chased the guy off, because I came out a minute later, or I would have been face to face with him as well. When I came out, I saw Randy laying on my driveway. I thought he had fallen. I thought he had a bruise on his side. And he was just laying there, but he was in a lot of pain. I put a blanket under his head, and the medics were on the way already. I just told him, hang in there, buddy, we're going fishing this afternoon. We'll still get him. And little by little, he started disappearing in my arms. He finally said, John, I can't breathe anymore. And he passed. There's nobody who deserved to die the way he did. I don't know why, I don't know how this guy decided he was gonna end his life, but he brutally stabbed him for no reason and then ended his life. Randy was a wonderful husband, a wonderful father, a best friend to all of us, everybody that ever met him. Jimmy Osika was telling me the other day, the day you meet the guy, he's your best friend for life and you just love him to death. He was that type of guy. He always pulled jokes, he was friendly and loving, and I was hoping this was all one of his big jokes and he was gonna be back here any day, and every day I wake up looking for him. He's gone. Well, I wanted to leave you with, if you have any information at all, please call that number. Please turn in any tip, anything you know, anything might turn this case around. Randy deserves justice. He deserves to have these guys put away. Sue Miller said it so many times, we don't want revenge, we want them put away so they don't put another family through this again. Nobody deserves to die like that, and this guy deserves to be in prison. Please help us catch him so that we can start the healing process and move on to a life without Randy. Thank you very much. You want to say anything, Susie?
I miss my husband terrible. He was my hero. He was my high school sweetheart. We were married for 43 years, and I haven't slept a solid night since he's been gone. He was my rock. We lost our son 5 years ago, so like I said, Randy was my rock, the person I could go to when I had a bad day. I have no one now to turn to when I'm having a bad day. Like I said, I miss him terrible, but I am so grateful and thankful that I have friends like John and Rick and Tracy and all my other friends. They're holding me up and there for me, but like I said, we need to catch this person and put him away because Randy did not deserve this. So if anybody out there knows anything, please, please come forward. We need to put this person away.
Thank you, Susie. Thanks. Thank you very much.